After 7 seasons in the league, an ACL injury that sidelined him for nearly 12 months, after going through 6 coaches over the course of his career, all of that hard work and effort, despite all of these circumstances, Zach Lavine is now finally an All-Star. That's right, it was just announced a little bit ago that Lavine has been selected as an All-Star reserve, which is very much well-deserved given the kind of season he has been having. And on top of that, his team is actually making strides in winning, which was always the knock on Zach before not making an All-Star game. And that he's now actually leading his team to victory. But Lavine becomes the first Chicago Bull All-Star since Jimmy Butler in 2017. So what's going on, everyone? You're listening to Bull Central here. Hope you're all doing well. Guys, this is going to be a pretty quick video as I already did an upload earlier today, but I just wanted to briefly share my thoughts on Lavine being selected to the All-Star game. And what I'll say is this. I was very critical of Lavine last season and earlier on this season. I always said part of the reason for that is because I have very high expectations of him. The guy is so incredibly gifted with talent that I knew he was capable of being more than just a heavy isolation volume scorer. I was critical of his decision making, especially in late game situations, and I said on multiple occasions, I'm not sure if Lavine can in fact be a number 1 option, a franchise player on a contending team. And ever since that horrible loss against Oklahoma City, where the Bulls blew a 20-point lead, a 16-point lead in the 4th quarter, we've seen a complete shift in Lavine. Now, he's made some mistakes since then, here and there, but all players make mistakes, even the very best in the league. No player is perfect. But ever since that game, Lavine has greatly improved his decision-making on the court. He's been able to get his teammates involved in being more efficient and being a more efficient playmaker. He's stepped up his defense, which was always a knock on Lavine previously. And I did want to share one quote from Lavine regarding his defensive effort most recently. This was in a tweet from Casey Johnson that was shared, which he stated, "You get to a point where you're tired of losing, and you have to figure it out, and you can't just blame other people. You have to look at yourself and figure out what you have to do better to help. I have all the capabilities to be a really good two-way player." And that's the kind of thing I want to see from Lavine. Use that pain of losing as motivation to not only better yourself in all aspects of your game, but also understanding that as a leader of the team, as a number 1 option, and if you want to be a franchise player, you have to take accountability for the team as a whole. And what I also like seeing from Lavine is his understanding that as a leader, part of your job is figuring out how you make your teammates better. And ever since that loss in Oklahoma City, there's been a focus on getting his team involved. He's been more vocal on the court in support of the younger guys. And with all of that, he's been a lot smarter on the court. His basketball IQ and knowing what to do and, when he can actually make improvements. Obviously, there is still some work to be done in some areas of his game. I'm not saying Lavine has completely revolutionized his game. Still needs to work on his turnovers, better clock management in late game situations that could improve. But overall, we've seen a dramatic shift in how Zach Lavine shows up and how he's shown up in the past month. And dare I say it, he's looking like a franchise player. All of us Bulls fans have wanted to see this from him. Let's hope he carries this team to the playoffs, continues to ride the recent success, and hopefully this will be just one All-Star selection of many. It's a big deal for Bulls fans. It's been a while since we've been able to be proud to have an All-Star on our team. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for now, guys. I'll be out with a weekly Bulls Hot Takes video tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. Leave your hot takes as well if you haven't already. The Bulls will be also taking on the Timberwolves tomorrow evening, and I'll have a live group chat in here in the channel as well as on the Discord. The Discord has been growing nicely. Remember, it's entirely free. I don't charge fees for anything like that. So if you're interested, feel free to join. Link will be in the description below. As always, be sure to subscribe if you're a Bulls fan and you enjoy daily Bulls content. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.